London's dirtiest hobby has become one of its most popular. Since the COVID-19 lockdown, the waitlist for Mudlark licences has rocketed to 10,000 people. Driven by a thirst for history and the time-old irresistible allure of treasure hunting, the River Thames has never had so many people wanting to dig through its mud. Marie-Louise Plum is an avid mudlark, and I'm going to meet her now to hear what exactly mudlarking involves. We are down on the bank of the River Thames.
I'm looking for items of historical interest. If you looked in my bag now, you'd think, why are you taking that home? So there's kind of like mudlark finds, and then there's the finds that everyone loves. So, like really blingy things, like a Henry VIII coin or a pilgrim badge.
I've got gadgets.
We're in a bone line here.
We are. I'm literally looking at bones.
Lots and lots of animal, bony stuff. The remnants of many meals had by Londoners past, and butcheries, tanneries, and lots of animal processing. So that's why you get all these bones down here.
Oh, have we found something?
I have. I found this bottle top. Well, the neck of a bottle. It's actually not as old as I thought it would be. Okay, so that's a fail. I did pick one up earlier. There was an 18th century wine bottle neck, and you can see where it's been hand blown and all the very fine detail on it. So someone has made this like wine bottle by hand. These are like the cigarette butts of yesteryear, I guess. Clay tobacco pipes. You see these everywhere down here, especially in central locations.
When were they mainly in use there?
So the very end of the 16th century, going up to the early 20th. So when tobacco first came in, it's all kind of signs of everyday life, of eating, drinking, living, working, being on the river. We call it foreshore furniture. It's the stuff that stays here, like anchors or jetty remnants. Or like here, there's this massive chain, which, is fairly heavy duty, so it would have been a mooring chain.
Oh, I've spotted a sock.
Yes, right.
My first spot on the River Thames, and it is a white sock.
A tasty sock. Well, here's the thing. Let's leave that there for someone else to find. That's what I say when it's...
Great.
We don't sell our finds. It's totally unethical to do that, and we're actually not allowed to sell anything either. The payoff is finding something amazing, especially when you can research it and it can put you in contact with actual people.
I'm now headed to the London Museum to meet with Kate Sumnall. She's curated over 350 mudlarked objects for the Secrets of the Thames exhibition.
We wanted to tap into that sense of discovery that the mudlarks feel when they go on the banks of the Thames, of they just never know what they're going to find, from the everyday to the really special. The earliest records we have of mudlarks stretch back into the 1700s. These were often women and children living in utter poverty and who were mudlarking to try and scrape together enough pennies to maybe get some food and a room for the night. Anything that could be sold, so scrap metal, lumps of coal, even bits of old rope. We have recreated the Thames foreshore here, complete with things to find, so we encourage visitors to have a really close look. All the cases in here have got mudlarked objects.
I just need to say, I am looking at a set of teeth and an eyeball.
So these are all things that were mudlarked that were found on the river. So yes, the set of false teeth, they are made from real human teeth, and they date back to the 1700s, so they're 300 years old. I like to find those very little personal stories that are held in these objects. Interest and knowledge about mudlarking has really soared in recent years thanks to social media. The river is the holder of all the secrets of London's past, but it's also got so many surprises down there as well. The river has brought in so many different people over the thousands of years that London's been here, of travellers, people settling, people moving, people trading, people just travelling around London as well.
That was Annabelle Ariyanayagam with that report. Well, I've got to say, Diane Roberts, it was great to watch your face as you were listening to Annabelle's descriptions of the sock and the teeth. And you've actually gone mudlarking yourself, have you?
Years and years ago. And I think when I was a student, again, I don't think we needed a license, or if we did, we didn't get one. My exciting finds included a piece of a Victorian blue and white teacup, and an old shilling. And that's it. No teeth, no suck, no ancient coins. But it was just sort of fun to stomp down there on that mud. The Thames was cleaner back then, I think. That there was a moment when it was cleaner. And it was hilarious because there were loads of people doing it. And I just love that there's an exhibition. But I'll think about those teeth for a very long time, I must say.
Erinch, would you do it?
I'm not sure if I would. I've heard horror stories about the health effects of it being too involved in the Thames at different points of it.
Yeah, it's just the ability to reach back in time, isn't it?
No, it's wonderful because you understand the Thames as the highway of London, always was the highway of London. And you find things from, not me, but people found, Roman things, Celtic things from every bit of history that tell you this is a very old place and a very lively place at the same time.
It's a very special city. That is true. Thanks to my two guests who are still with us for the next little while, Diane Roberts and Erinch Sahan. You're listening to Weekend on the BBC World Service. I'm Celia Hatton. Stay with us for more.